LA Knight was pulled from WWE SmackDown because of this medical issue, and Gable Stevenson's future with WWE continues to get interesting and interesting. In this video, we're going to break it down. So, first of all, LA Knight. LA Knight, obviously a fan favorite, a guy that has been getting a pretty big push in WWE as of late, coming out of SummerSlam, something that everyone has wanted to see. And he was actually slated to work the September 22nd, 2023 episode of SmackDown. However, it didn't happen, and people were wondering what was going on. But thankfully, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, LA Knight was slated to be involved in the main event contract signing on SmackDown, where John Cena, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso had their segment because AJ Styles was initially taken out. And Knight was slated to work a dark match after the show. However, Fightful Select reports that LA Knight actually tested positive for COVID, and that led to him being told, look, you just need to leave the arena, go back to the hotel, just rest up, man. And he didn't appear on the show. So that is what's going on there. So obviously we wish LA Knight a speedy recovery. Fast forward to Gable Steveson. Well, the guessing game regarding his career continues as he was back in the ring on Friday night, September 22nd. Now, look, he recently withdrew from the Senior World Championships earlier this month, only to be removed from the internal NXT roster at one point this month, and then he was booked for 2 NXT shows in early September. And this comes at a time where he had been looking to make a return to amateur wrestling, doing various competitions and potentially competing in the 2024 Olympics. And it's been previously reported that his future is not only being kept quiet, but also it really just depends on Vince McMahon, because at the end of the day, the buck stop with Vince. He has final say on creative. And if Gable is going to be a big star like they had hoped a few years ago, then yeah, McMahon's going to have a say. Now, look, WB held the NXT live event on Friday night in Fort Pierce, Florida, where Stevenson was slated to work. And he did. He was back in action in the main event by teaming up with the Creed brothers to defeat Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kemp, his brother, Gable's brother, and Miles Bourne. This was his 4th ever wrestling match, and he'll probably work some more live events. But it's very interesting because it's like, is he going to do full-time amateur wrestling? Is he going to do full-time WB? No one knows.